Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to day 14. So today's going to be lower body hypertrophy. Yesterday was upper body hypertrophy, giving the upper body a rest now and going into lower body hypertrophy. Okay, so for today's session, all we'll need is hopefully some glute bands, no worries if not. We will need a stick of some form, broomstick or a towel, anything like that. Okay, if possible, a Swiss ball. If you haven't got one, a towel and a relatively slippy floor is fine. And if you don't have that, again, we can modify, no worries. And also a chair, and that's pretty much us really. And if you've got like a staircase as well, that might be useful, or some sort of step. We'll probably move over and do some stuff at the end. But yeah, that's what we need. So again, if you don't have any of this, guys, just follow along, and I'll probably give you an alternative anyway. So you should be absolutely fine. Okay, so firstly, let's get into our warm-up, which is going to begin with Spider-Man walks. Okay, so we've done this one before, guys. Really good exercise to get them hips nice and limbered up and get that spine moving a little bit as well, thoracic spine moving. Okay, so from here, knee comes to chest. Stand nice and tall, straighten that standing leg. We drop into a lunge, hand goes down. Just have a bit of time in here, guys, just opening that ankle up a little bit. And then we can open the hip a little bit. And then we drop into our hamstring stretch. Keeping it dynamic, guys. Notice some little pulses that I'm doing. And finally, the inside of the right hand goes to the inside of the right foot. Then we reach overhead. And then get your balance. Stand back up. And we'll swap in legs. Drop it into lunge. Again, moving into that ankle a little bit. Opening the hip up. Into the hamstring stretch. And finally into the rotation. I'd just like to take 3 breaths here. Okay, we'll just do one more. Into the hamstring stretch. And feel free to spend a bit more time in the positions that you feel most restricting in. And then finally that nice rotation. Find your balance, stand tall. Last one, swap sides. Okay, from there we'll go squat to stand. So guys, if you are quite tight in the ankles, you can benefit a lot from just having like a couple of books or some little plates to sort of put your heels on. By all means, throughout this session, feel free to stick your heels up a little bit. Obviously, working on the ankles as well is going to be beneficial. But yeah, in the meantime, whilst you work on them, by all means, stick the heels up. So squat position. Okay, we start in that squat as upright as we can. Make sure the weight is evenly distributed through the feet. Knees pushed out. We flex. We hinge. We squat. Flex. Hinge. So nice straight back, slight bend in the knees. squat, 3 more times, flex, hinge, keeping that back straight, and we squat, flex, hinge, pushing the hips back, squat, hinge, and finally back to the squat. Okay, from there we're going to do what's called a hip airplane. So just really do 3 each side. If you do find this one quite tricky, guys, it might be a good one to work on. So from here, we're balancing on one leg, coming into a single leg deadlift. From there, opening up, trying to open from head to foot, so the whole body's externally rotating. And then we're rotating in. And again, rotating out as one piece, so the whole body rotates as one, and then rotating in. And the hips got to work super hard to stabilize you as that rotation occurs. Rotate out, rotate in. Okay, I'll show you from the front. The opposite side now. You can always hold on to something if you find this one real difficult, guys, as well. That is absolutely fine. One more. Remember that tripod foot, big toe, little toe, heel. Okay, it's tough on that, so if you're struggling with it, no worries, leave it out. Or just do like a smaller version of it, maybe just do a single leg deadlift just to a certain point. But yeah, and also feel free to hold on to anything, but it is quite a good exercise for developing that stability on the outside of the hip, which is really useful when it comes to our squats. Finally, working back into that, if you've got bands, great. If not, don't worry about it. You're just going to loop the bands just above the knees. Okay. Just above the knees. From there, ideally not catching the mic. And from there, we just do our squat. Okay, so grip the feet into the floor, feet about hip width. Okay, for me, toes slightly turned out, nice and upright. Pushing them knees out. 1, 2, stand tall. Pushing them knees out, gripping the feet into the floor. 1, 2, stand tall. So we're pushing against that band, it's giving us feedback. The band wants to pull us in, we're pushing it out. Okay, that allows us to keep that nice hip stability, track the knees between the middle 2 toes. 5 more. 1, 2, stand tall. Last one. Okay, that's our priming work done, guys. A little bit longer on getting us nice and ready there. I just find for the lower body, especially for me, you know, I've got some gaps that I need to fill, hip stability and with ankle mobility. So yeah, sometimes just take a little bit longer on my lower body warm-ups because I've got more things to fill in, right? So the first set is going to be tempo overhead squat, and we're going to pair that with elevated single leg hip thrust. Okay, so for the overhead squat, I'm going to use 2 little plates for my heels. Okay, overhead squat. I'm not going to do it with any load, so I'd like to see full range of motion. Okay, in terms of holding the stick, you can't see me. In terms of holding the stick, try and have it, it'll be roughly double shoulder width. Okay, so you're able to sort of keep it over the middle, the crown of the head. Okay, from there, you're trying to rotate your elbow pits towards the stick. Okay, so we're not just sort of loosening the stick, we're trying to rotate the elbow pits towards the stick. Okay, and draw your shoulder blades down. And that should keep us nice and stable in that position. The whole time with the stick, it should be lined over the center of the head, over the crown of the head, and that should also align with the center of the midfoot. Okay, so if we were to sort of draw a line straight down your body, it'd be stick, mid head, crown of the head, and then foot. Okay, that nice straight line from head to toe. Let's bump the camera up a little bit so you can see a bit better. Okay, so we're gonna go for 8 reps. So I'm just gonna do 3 sets, guys, for purposes of time. However, if you're doing this on your own, I would suggest pausing the video and probably doing 5 sets of this one. Nice and upright. Notice the elbow pits are rotated up towards the stick. Torso nice and upright. Knees pushed out. Slow on the way down. Drive up. So 5 seconds on the way down. Sorry, it's tempo. 3, 4, 5. Forgot that there, guys. It's tempo on the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking forwards the whole time. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Good stuff. Okay. That's exercise number 1. Number 2 is going to be an elevated single leg hip thrust. Okay, so all you need really for this is a chair. What you're going to do is align yourself on the chair so that your shoulder blades, without moving back, so your shoulder blades are resting on it. Okay, from there we can put the hands on the chest. We're going to go onto one leg, pull that heel in quite close towards the bum so you're keeping a nice vertical shin. Okay, from here, I'll move the camera down, next one. From here, we drive up, control down, trying to keep the hips level horizontally, 10 each side. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, swap sides. Don't think you can see us very well, but like I said, I'll move it on the next set. 1, 5, 6, 7. Whew. Okay, so you might have been able to see that actually. You want to move it down a tad. So yeah, that's your first set, guys. I'm going to do 2 more of it. Now with this one, just ensure that, yeah, trying to keep that vertical shin and try and really pull the abs in nice and tight as well. Try and get a little bit of posterior tilt, especially at the top. Okay, so we're getting that nice contraction through the glutes. This one you should feel in your glutes and your hamstrings. Okay, you're kind of letting your pelvis relax into lots of anterior tilt. You might find that you're starting to feel a bit of it in the back, okay, with the extensors. So try and then pull that pelvis under, posterior tilt like a hollow, and then you should feel a lot more in the glutes and the hamstrings. Okay, back onto set number 2. Again, elbow pits towards the bar, nice and upright. 5, drive up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more. Okay, notice on that one, guys, back should stay nice and straight, nice and upright. Okay, we're not rounding at the bottom, keeping that nice neutral posture. And also, again, nice and upright, straight line from head to toe. If you don't need to use these, if you've got mobile ankles, you can stay upright in a squat, then don't bother using them, guys. But if you do find that you're leaning forwards quite a lot, you're not going to be in a very good position. That stick's not going to be in line with the center of the head. So allow yourself to elevate them heels so you can keep that torso upright. Okay, back into single leg hip thrust. And we've got 1 more round. Okay, shoulder blades on. From here, balancing on one leg, getting that shin nice and vertical, bending the other knee so we can go good range of motion. Just drive up, control down, keeping that pelvic tilt at the top. So we're trying to roll the pelvis under, lower abs engaged, really getting into them glutes. 4, 5, hips horizontally aligned, 6, 7, 9, 10, swap sides. Driving through that heel as well, guys. Okay, some of you might even find that you need to keep on the heel to stop yourself from pushing from your midfoot or your forefoot. You're trying to drive through the heel here. It's that hip hinge action in the hinge family, this one. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good stuff. Whew, one more round. Okay, I'll do this one forward facing. So we can see them knees tracking between the middle 2 toes. Elbows up towards the ears. I know you can't see me yet. Nice and upright. 5 down, 1 up. Knees in line with the middle 2 toes. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 3 more. Really rotating the elbows up towards the stick. The stick should feel nice and stable. If someone was to push down on it, it wouldn't move. Last one. Good. Okay, last set of hip thrusts. Oh. Okay, shoulder blades on the bench, posterior tilt, 10 reps. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keeping the hips horizontally aligned at the top, the whole way. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Okay, that's the first superset. Next one is going to be single leg squats and Swiss ball hamstring curls. Okay, we'll get straight into it. Now I'm just going to do 2 sets here, guys, because looking at the time, if I do 3, the video is going to go pretty long. Okay, so feel free to, if you're at home, pause it and do more sets. Okay, we are training to about 9 sets total if we do 3 of each, which we're not going to. But yeah, you want to be hitting, I'd probably say maybe do between 3 to 5, ideally 5 for both these first 2 supersets, and then for the last one you could probably get away with 3. Okay, so Swiss ball hamstring curl. Let's move the camera again. There we go. Okay, we'll start with the Swiss ball hamstring curl. So again, if you've got a slippy floor, you just need a slippy floor and a towel, and you'll be able to do it with that. Okay, it'll be no problem at all. I've done that many times. So hands either side, posterior tilt, hips go up. We keep the hips up, curl in, control down, curl in, control down. Keeping them hips up. 4, we'll do 8 reps. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then single leg squat to pair it with. We'll do 6 reps of that one. So you could do it standing on a chair. I prefer that actually, but I'll probably bash my head. So we'll do it just sitting onto the chair, but just ensure that as you come down, guys, like a feather touching the floor, touching the chair. Okay, it's not sitting on the chair, it's just gently touch, drive back up, gently touch, drive back up, feet in front, gently touch, drive back up, gently touch, drive back up. 4, 5, 6. Okay, obviously modify it by making it harder, making the chair lower, making it easier, making the chair higher. Okay. Okay, one more set will do. And as I said, guys, feel free to pause the video. If you've got a partner, guys, what I suggest you do is do Nordic hamstring curls. If you've got a partner and you're sort of relatively strong in your hamstrings, have a Google. First video will probably be Michael Richards, Man City player, doing them, or ex-Man City player. Nordic hamstring curls. Okay, if I remember, I'll leave a link. But Nordic hamstring curls, really good hamstring exercise. Okay, a lot of rugby and football teams use them for hamstring rehab after injury in the later stages. So yeah, if you've got a partner, sack these off. Nordic hamstring curls all the way. Okay, these are still all right, but these are a bit easier than the Nordics. Nordics are brutal. Keep them hips up. 5, 6. Keep that posterior tilt. 7, 8. Okay, if you are feeling it in your back, guys, with the bridges or these ones, sometimes I do. Really set that nice posterior tilt. Okay, keep that nice posterior tilt position, because as we draw into extension and then pull, it can cause quite a lot of stress. The hamstrings attach quite hard to the pelvis as well, so it can pull us into a bit of an awkward position. So ensure that we've got a nice posterior tilt. Single leg squats. This time I'll show you from the front. Okay. So just to show you that knee tracking is occurring, so the knee should come over the middle of the toes, not all over the place. Okay, so tripod foot, gentle touch, drive up, gentle touch, drive up, foot stays stable, whole foot on the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you've got your balance before you go as well, guys. So many people kind of just like try and rush them, get your balance, then go. Okay, easy way of just keeping that knee nice and stable, not allowing it to waver in and out. Okay, get that tripod foot locked in. Right, that is the first 2 supersets. Now what I'm going to do is bring you around into the staircase. Okay, single leg calf raise. We're up on the step, holding on. We're going to get the mid foot on the step. One foot's going to be off. We're going to pause at the bottom for a second, drive up fast, pause at the top for a second, control down. Drive up, control down. 15 reps. Drive up, control down. Drive up, control down. Personally, I like to keep a soft bend in the knee here. Control down. 7, 8. Make sure we're not pushing on what we're holding on to. 10. Full range of motion. Okay, now swap sides. Fast up, control down. 15 reps. Okay, that's your calf raise. Second exercise is going to be our sissy squat. How are we looking for? So I've never really done it in here, so I'm not really, yeah, it's not too bad. I think you can sort of see me, can't you? Okay, so sissy squat. Again, we're just going to hold on to something. Now, just go with the range of motion that you feel you can do. Okay, so to begin with, we're just going to allow our torso to lean back, allow our knees to come forwards. You'll feel the contraction through the quads and stand tall. Okay, keeping that posterior tilt. As we feel comfortable, we can go lower and lower down. We'll do 8 reps here. bit more. Slow on the way down, feeling them quads. Okay, if as you're doing them, you're feeling the knees quite a lot, just do partial reps, guys. Just very small, just into the front foot. Little rep, back up. Little rep, back up. That's absolutely fine. Okay, back into calf raise. We'll do one more round. As I said, if you want to pause the video, I'd suggest that and perform another couple of rounds. Back into calf raise. Swap sides, fast up, slow down. Full range of motion, all the way up, all the way down. More, make it 15. Whew. Okay, finally back into that single leg squat. Sorry, back into that sissy squat. Okay, so feet forwards, so we're in like jump stand. Deadlift like a hinge. Toes facing forwards, okay, my hip width or just inside. Make sure you keep that hip angle, don't hinge forward, don't break at the hips like I did there. 2 more. Push forwards. And shake it off. Okay. Okay guys, that was day 14, lower body hypertrophy. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Yeah, as I mentioned, try to pause if you've got the time for it. Try to pause videos where you can and perform a few extra sets. Okay, try and go somewhere between 3 and 5 for each of the different supersets. And as well, guys, if you're at the level, the Nordic hamstring curls are another level. Fantastic at home bodyweight exercise. Just need a sort of partner to hold your feet down, and that's all you need. So yeah, really get excited if you get a chance to crack on with that one instead of the Swiss ball hamstring curls. But Swiss ball hamstring curls are also fine. They're also really good, but Nordics are tip top. Another thing to mention, if you've got a hill and you saw day 10, I think it was, hill sprints, another great way of training the lower body with no equipment, or any sort of, if you've got a bike or if you've got a, if you just do hill jogs, even, still really, really difficult and challenging. They're going to certainly train your legs pretty well, build a lot of explosive strength. So yeah, if you have the access to that and you've got the capacity to do that, then I would suggest getting 1 or 2 sessions of them in a week as well. Fantastic way of training the lower body at home. And yeah, gets you fit as well, gets you aerobically puffing and panting. So yeah, that'll do us, guys. That's day 14. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Enjoy.